So let's get straight to the point. I'm going to teach you exactly how to fall asleep instantly. Trust me. But now, obviously, you're not going to just fall asleep in literally 1 second. What I mean by instantly is like realistically instantly. So I'm talking about within 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or even less, you're going to fall asleep, right? Now, I want you to also note that your body does not enter deep sleep, or what we call REM sleep, rapid eye movement. Basically, that's the phase where you get into where you're actually dreaming and your body's actually repairing and actually healing. You access that after about 2 to 3 hours of, I think like 3 to 4 hours of falling asleep actually. That's why sleeping for like 8-9 hours is actually so important, because a lot of people, they just sleep for like 6 hours, right, or 5 hours. And the thing about that is you probably only gave your body enough time to have like 2 dreams, or even half a dream. So how do you actually fall asleep instantly? I don't want to waste your time. So basically, there's multiple different tips that I'm gonna give you in this video. So tip number 1 is to actually have a mind that's actually like occupied. You know what I mean? A lot of people, they try to do this thing where they tell themselves, oh, I'm not gonna think about anything, and I'm gonna just lay there, and I'm just gonna have a blank mind, and I'm gonna just look at darkness, right? What this actually does is the complete opposite. Because think about this: when has there ever been a time that you tell yourself, oh, I'm gonna try not to think about this thing, and then it just makes you think about it even more? You know what I mean? A lot of us, we've been there. We try not to think about something, but because we tell ourselves not to think about it, it actually increases our sense of curiosity. So basically, we start wanting to think of it even more. So your brain is naturally meant to think. It's made to think. That's why it's your brain, right? That's what it actually does. It takes care of basically cognitive function and whatnot. So you're meant to think. So what I want you to do is, when you're actually laying down and you're about to sleep or whatever, I want you to actually think. You need to think about something. Think about what experiences did you have within the day. Think about what you're grateful for the day. Think about the things that you have accomplished today and whatnot. And there's actually been a lot of studies that showed, if you try to remember the dream that you had recently whilst you're laying down to sleep, then it actually makes you fall asleep a lot faster. So what do I mean by this? And it actually makes you have better, more beautiful dreams. You're gonna stop getting nightmares and all of that crap, right? So what does this mean? Let's just say I took something as simple as a nap. I just took a quick nap at, let's just say, 8 a.m. or let's just say 12 p.m., right? And then boom, I wake up and it was literally just a quick little nap. I still dreamt, I still whatever, right? And then boom, let's just say 7 p.m. rolls around, and then I'm like, I'm still tired, so I'm gonna go back and sleep, right? What you should actually do is, right as you're laying down there to sleep, you should actually try to recall the dream that you had when you last slept. So the last time you call, let's just say a random example. In this case, the last time I would have slept would have been 12 p.m. So I need to recall whatever that nap, literally, even if it's just a nap and it was literally like 2-3 hours of sleep and not even like a whole 8 hours or whatever, it still counts. So you need to try to recall what you dreamt. And once you're laying down there and you're like, okay, what did I dream? And you're actually focusing on it, it just, for some reason, like when you actually like focus on something, it actually works. It actually triggers your brain to just fall asleep. I don't know why, but of course, the best way I could explain it is basically because our brain is just naturally meant to do cognitive things. It just likes thinking. It just likes solving problems. It just likes doing those stuff, right? Because look at have you ever seen one of those cartoons where it's like one of the characters in the cartoon or whatever, they're sleeping, right? And how the cartoon depicts that person is sleeping is like either, they put like Z's, like, like a bunch of Z's above their head, or they draw like a cloud on their head, and then you just see like sheep jumping over a fence. Like just sheep just jumping over a fence over and over and over and over, and they're like counting the sheep in their dream. So like they're counting 1 sheep jumped over the fence, 2 sheep jumped over the fence. This actually is a real thing. Like I used to like look at it as a child, if I'm watching like a cartoon or something, I used to always look at it like that's cringy, or like why is sheep a depiction of that? But actually, if you literally count sheep, if you this is like the second technique, if you actually count sheep in your head whilst you're laying down to try to sleep, you will actually fall asleep faster. Literally, it's actually like real. It's actually backed by science and everything. It actually works. So every night that you try to fall asleep and you want to fall asleep quick, you got work tomorrow, you got this, you got that, you're stressed, literally just lay down there. And actually, the third tip is to actually numb your body. So you need to combine all of them. So just think about your day, give thanks, be like, damn, I'm grateful for this day, I accomplished this and this. And then try to think about the last dream that you had when you last fell asleep. And then the step number 2 is literally just relaxing. Okay, time to sleep now. And then you literally just focus on counting sheep in your head. Literally, I'm talking about like actually do it like in those cartoons. It might sound silly, it might sound dumb as hell, like nah, that's not gonna work, but trust me, it actually does. And it's literally backed by science. You can literally go Google it, you can literally go do your own research. It's actually real. So you can literally just lay down there and then just count sheep in your head. Like just imagine or visualize sheep just jumping over a fence, and you're in a farm and they're just jumping over a fence, just like in those cartoons. And by the time you know it, just count them. 1 sheep, 2 sheep, and just count. Literally counting literally makes you fall asleep faster. Literally counting. Like I said, I do not know the explanation for it. Our body is literally such a blessing and a gift. But the best way that I could describe it is, I'm gonna say most definitely it's probably just because our brain is just meant for like cognitive things and thinking and counting and solving and doing maths and science, and that's just what it does, right? And your brain is actually more active when you're asleep compared to when you're awake. Let that sink in. That should actually show you the importance of sleep. And this is literally the 3 tips that you have to do, and just do it every single night. Even if you don't get it the first night, try again the next night, and I guarantee you within a week or even less, or even the first night. For a lot of people, I'm someone that I see results very quickly. So literally, if I try something and it just instantly works, but not instantly, not all of the time. Sometimes it takes a few days, but most of the time I always see quick results. There may be many people that are just different, right? So do what works best for you. And with that being said, peace.